What has been the biggest benefit of having a mentor? And then kind of on now your end, you're able to help other people and mentor other people.
Yeah. And I love that question. So what I say is, you learn one of two ways. You learn from mentors or mistakes, and mentors are cheaper. So they may cost you a bunch of money in the beginning, but at the end of the day, you'll learn faster. You'll learn, like someone that works with me, they get the benefit of my 30 plus years of experience. They don't have to reinvent. There's no wheels that have to be reinvented. I can help you with all the things. And mistakes is how I learned. Like, back in like 19, my daughter's born 80, it's like in 1990, the internet wasn't here yet. There was no HGTV. Like, I think we still had like 10 TV channels. There was no cell phones. There were no seminars coming in town and teaching you how to do. Like, none of that existed. So I really did, honestly, Jesse. I had to learn everything from the seat of my pants. Now, for me, I think that was okay because I have a lot of like stick to itiveness on things. And I made the decision, this is what I'm doing. And, once I make my mind up, like that's pretty much how it's going to be. But I feel like a lot of people in my position probably would have quit after one or two deals, or maybe wouldn't have had the the guts to do it. Like if I really knew what full rehabbing was, I might not have done my first deal. But because I didn't know, and I look back, I'm like, gosh, if I would have known about kitchens and toilets and sinks and roofs and all that, I don't know if I would have even done it because I didn't know how to do those things.
So what was inside of you that said, yeah, I'm going to stick through this when you're like, this is not interior decorating when everything was probably falling apart? Like what part of you was like, no, I'm going to just
Oh,
like, walk me through that.
this house, and I did not know this at the time either. She was a
Mm.
hoarder. Barbara was my first deal. So I did not know what a hoarder was until the TV shows came out, like Buried Alive and all those shows. And I was like, oh my God, that's my first house. She was a hoarder. I mean, there was like this much space and there was so much stuff. And knowing what I know now about hoarding, it stuns me that she moved out just like that. That she was so close to the foreclosure sale. And I was like, hey, I was married. I went through a divorce. I lost my house in foreclosure. I had my car repossessed. I met these people that tell me I can buy houses and fix them up, and I think I can help you, and we can work together. And we kind of, we kind of did a deal on like a hug and a handshake, like legit, my first deal. And when it was done, I made 22,000. She made 11. I was like, well, that was amazing because back then 22,000 was a whole year's salary. Like I have a year's salary in the bank. Like the house was fun. I don't know what I'm doing, but it was super fun to learn. And my daughter was with me every day, and I wasn't using daycare. And I was like, screw my ex husband. I don't need a man, all the things. So rehabbing is good therapy. When you're tearing cabinets off and sledgehammering and busting things up, I was like, huh,
people
I feel so much better.
people pay to
This
do
is the
that
best
now.
therapy
People
ever.
literally go pay to
People pay
go into like rooms to break stuff. You're like, oh, this is a
to
house. I
break.
can just do this
Oh
too.
yeah. When you're going through a bad breakup, rehab a house, break everything, and then you fix it back. And as you fix it, you like restore your soul.
Oh man, it's amazing. So after you do that first deal, what'd you start diving into? Were you just like, all right, I'm now gonna be, this is my expertise. I'm gonna dive into is rehabbing properties.
So I did the first one, and I thought, okay, I liked it, And again, back, and I always tell people like, listen, I'm like pre Google, so in those days we had to actually drive to the courthouse. You had to write out all the addresses. You have to use those map books, and I don't know. You're 30, so I don't know if you've ever used those map books, but that was like my worst day when I have to map because they're these big books and I was like, oh my God, who amended this? We need something. So the first little GPS thing that came on the market, I bought the first one. So I'm putting that thing in my car right now. So I would just go door knocking with a baby on my hip. And I talked to people, and I think they were, like, oh, I mean, I got a baby. No one's really going to be rude to me. And, I say, hey, I want to buy your house, and da da da. And after the first deal, I thought, gosh, I made 22,000 bucks, which for me, that was life altering for me. That whole thing of doing it by myself, having my daughter with me, and making that much money, it was life altering. And I thought, you know what? I enjoyed it, so I'm going to do another house. And then on my second house, I made $50,000. And I thought I died and I was in heaven. It's like, oh my I have $50,000 in the bank, which is like, even back then, like an engineer made 35,000. Like 50,000 is like doctor money. And I was like, oh my God, I have so much money. Like, I'm going to do it again.
What was
And
your
then,
thought process of going in? We're just like, I'm trying to find the ugliest house that needs the most work. Like, walk me through what that looked like at that time.
well, the first house, again, the people that I met, they're like, oh yeah, they bought cars and houses. They go, yeah, we buy cars and we fix them and we sell them. We buy houses and fix them and we sell them. And so again, I'm thinking like, decorating. After I did one, I was like, oh, so you like remodel, like you rehab, like we physically, I'm putting in toilets and sinks and I'm building cabinets and I'm hanging ceiling fans and I'm getting shocked and like all the stuff. I'm on the roof and I'm like, oh my God, I'm
And you're
terrified.
doing it yourself. You don't have like a GC team. You don't
Yeah,
have a.
no, I don't know anybody, dude. I know nobody. My mom is helping some, my sister's helping some. No, I'm just in there taking those classes and able to sleep at night and I'm working and doing things. The second house, so I was just looking for somebody in foreclosure. I understood like foreclosure because I went through, they lose their house, it becomes owned by the bank. So I'm like, okay, well, if I found the first foreclosure, I'll find another one. So I'm door knocking, baby on hip, find another house. And I would move in because I couldn't afford to like live here and rehab over here. So I moved into all my rentals or all my houses until Ayla turned 5. So for 5 years, I was in the same county, but I would just live in it, fix it, live in it, fix it, just one by one. And then I had some money. So I was like, okay, well, I could live in one and I could do another one. Like I could find, I know a few people now, and there's a real estate investment group that's opened up in South Florida now. And you meet all the guys at Home Depot. And I was like, okay, I've got some people now. I could do two. And then, another year, and I'm like living here. I'm like, I could do three. And then at one point I was able to do like about 5 houses at a time. And that's when I started making like money, because but at that point now I would just go to all the houses, buy all the supplies, pick everything up at Home Depot, deliver everything, check on everybody's work, and I would have like a GC. But shoot, I was like 4 years in before I was able to do that. I just didn't have anyone to teach me. So when I tell people and people go, "Oh, you find a deal," and I hear all these whiny excuses, I'm like, "Listen to me. Let me tell you something. I started before when I had to call home or I had to stop and use a pay phone, a filthy dirty pay phone in South Florida in the heat. So shut up. I don't let anybody give me excuses. Like I don't want to hear it. I had a baby on my hip knocking on doors. So whatever your excuse is, does not work for me.